Hello guys, so after the new patch, which Sinead made some few changes, especially with boons, they nerfed the Mesmer as a support class. You can no longer share boons, only prolong the duration, and also with the increased cooldown with the Firebrand's F skills, give a higher chance of Revenant as a support class to shine again in World vs. World raids and some GVGs, because now Revenant pretty much is the main class who can share boons very easily with the facets. You can share regeneration, protection, might, swiftness, and fury. Few others can do it so, but the Revenant also can do so off fight, in fight, without any trouble at all. And also Annette gave the Centaur stance some buffs. We will talk them shortly. But as for now, regeneration can tick higher with the Revenant. Full stacks Revenant can tick about 1.2k healing per second, while others can do half, like a Scrapper or Firebrand. So it's a big pro for healing Revenant. And also protection is easily done with Facet of Chaos. It costs only 5, so you can have it 20 seconds during fights to proc the protection, so if it gets corrupted you can put it up again. And in between you can put Fury, Might, Swiftness, Off Fight, so pretty much it can basically ease the Firebrand job. So the Firebrand job is to give the healing when needed, and it cannot spam it as he used to be, while the Revenant can be the sustain healing with the big regeneration and protection. The second buff, which I mentioned earlier, is done with the F2 Facet of Nature. Now Facet of Nature heal much higher. They buff it about 400%, so now it can do every 3 seconds 2.8 2.9k healing. So it's basically just giving the F2 skill, and regeneration can do about 2k healing per second on 10 allies. And also the active one, True Nature, while the remove condition, also heal. So you will heal, as you see here, 1.1, but it's on self. So with above 200% healing effectiveness, it can heal up with 4.5, even 5k healing per 2 condition remove from 5 allies, which is a big boost. So you maybe won't cleanse much condition as Scrapper or Firebrand, but when you cleanse you will heal much higher. You can heal with Purifying Essence and with F2. So this is the main buff for the Healing Revenant. The build I recommend to use is with Salvation 131, because if I camp with Centaur stand a little bit, I will have regeneration, so maybe I will lose a couple of seconds the 20% effectiveness of healing, but I will get more regeneration. If you like every 10 seconds to swap, it depends on the Firebrand job. You can take the Tranquil Balance to have 20% more effectiveness if your HP is above 75% and have much higher healing effectiveness. With Invocation it's 1, 1 and 2, so every time you swap below 10 energy you will get 75% to start from. So when I'm swap I will have 75, so more time to proc protection and regeneration, and I can give might or fury, it depends. And also when I'm swap, I'm getting regeneration when I'm swapped to Centaur, so more tick of regeneration. And when I swap back to Herald, the dragon, I will get a couple of seconds of protection, which is nice. With the Herald trait, I'm using number 1, and you can use 2 if you want to share more regeneration. But if you want to be more high sustain, you can use Elevate Compassion, which give on 5 allies more healing. So it depends on your team comp and your effectiveness of the firebrands. If the firebrand know the job, go with Draconic Echo. If the firebrand needs some help with healing, go with Elevated Compassion. If I'm running with the commander, probably I will use Elevated Compassion. If I'm not running with the commander, I will use Draconic Echo to give more regeneration and protection to my team. If you're running with the melee, you can drop the dragon stance, and you can take the you can take the dwarf stance, and then you must use Nourishing Roots. You can cap Centaur stance, but at the beginning of the fight you can give 50% damage reduction. You will gain when you swap the stability, which is nice. You will get the 75 energy damage reduction, and more of self-cleanse and retaliation. It could give stability when needed with F2, which also nice, and with the F2 you get the 10% damage reduction, so it's also nice to use it. But for beginners, use the dragon stance. It's much easier to use, and also 33% damage reduction all the fight. You can compare to the 5 seconds of 50% and maybe 60% with 55% with another 10%. It's multiplied, it's not additive. So it's nice, but it depends on the group composition. So this is it, guys. I will show you a few clips of funny games and some healing output. So have fun, see you later.